in semantics. The first topic, reference and denotation. In every language, there are words like tree and run and red, which seems to have an obvious relation to objects and events and descriptions of things in the world around us. If we communicate with one another through language, it must be that we all have the same idea or concept associated with each word. The best known elaboration of this view was made by Ogden and Richards, 1923, who developed a mentalistic theory about meaning and attempt to explain meaning in terms of what is in people's minds. Ogden and Richards quote the bond between word and concept and association, the bond between concept and object reference, and the bond between object and word meaning. When we hear or read a word, we often form a mental picture of what the word represents. To be sure, it is easier to form a mental picture for some words, door and dog, for example, than for others such as ordinary or problem or pretend. But the idea of mental picture is misleading. A. Reference. Reference is the relation between a language expression such as this door above doors, the dog, another dog, and whatever the expression pertains to in a particular situation of language use, including what a speaker may imagine. Reference is the way speakers and hearers use an expression successfully. Example, my friends in the hostel. Reference or person and reference or place. Kinds or reference. The English expression or part of language, things or person, or part of word. Some expression in a language can have variable reference. Example, the word orange refers to be a color and a fruit. Some other expression in a long language never refer to different references. Example, the word sun has a constant references. B. Denotation. Denotation is the potential of a word like door or dog to enter into language expression. Denotation is the straightforward or common sense meaning of a sign. Example, the word red rose or is a flower that is a strike, forward meaning or denotation, and apple is a fruit that we eat.
The second topic, denotation and connotation. Definition. Denotation is the specific, exact, and concrete meaning of a word. This is the meaning you will find in a dictionary. Connotation is an idea or feeling that a word invokes in addition to its literal or primary meaning. Sometimes it has social cultural implication. It can be positive or negative. Example of denotation and connotation. Blue, denotative meaning. A color intermediate between green and violet as a sky or sea on a sunny day. She wore a blue gown and prom night. Connotative meaning sadness. The boy was feeling blue after his best friend transferred to another school. Warm denotation, moderate degree of heat. This coat can keep you warm during winter. Connotation, showing affection or kindness. His warm smile made me feel better.
The third topic, sense relations. Type is antonymy. One simple antonymy, two gradable antonymy. One truth of one doesn't imply falsity of the other. Two modifiable by intensifiers. Three global dependency. Action to starts the day, make the sun jealous or stay in bed. Reverse also relate to movement. Converse have opposite relationship. Example, action or state have a book's writer and reader, or writer and reader are converse. Semantic opposites discuss about types, simple antonymy, gradable antonymy, reverse, and converse.
The fourth topic, classical and grammatical meanings. Introduction. A dog barked. One of the smaller parts is the phrase a dog refers to a certain animal. We call this phrase a referring expression. A referring expression is a piece of language that is used as if it is linked to something outside language, some living or dead entity or concept or group of entities or concept. The entity to which the referring expression is linked is different. Another meaningful part is the verb bark, which is also linked to something outside of language, an activity associated here with the referring expression a dog. We call this meaningful part a predicate. Lexical meaning. Lexical meaning refers to the sense or meaning of a word lexeme, as it appears in a dictionary, also known as semantic meaning, denotative meaning, and central meaning. Now let's return to dog and bark. Their meaning are not grammatical but lexical, with association outside language. There are lexemen. Lexeme is a minimal unit that can be part, it referring or predicating. Consider that form. Go, going, when gone. There are four forms and the forms have four different meanings. The fifth topic, morphem. Morphem, the word morphem from the Greek morph, meaning shape and form. Morphem are the small or minimum meaningful part of a language. A morphem cannot be divided into further meaningful units. Look at the following example of morphem. Bed, house, pen. The word house is break as how and she have no meaning. Free and bound morphem. Free morphem can exist freely, have complete meaning when occur in isolation. General noun, verb, and adjective are free morphem. Example: cat, bed, nice, right, and play, etc. Bound morphem cannot exist freely, do have complete meaning when occur in isolation, always bound with free morphem to convey its meaning. They are general prefix and suffix. Example: ranger, irregular, mainly action.
The sixth topic, lexical ambiguity. Lexical ambiguity refers to a phenomenon in language where a word or phrase has multiple meanings or interpretation. It occurs when a word can be understood in different ways, leading to confusion or miscommunication. When homonyms can occur in the same position in a text, the result is lexical ambiguity. Example, give me the bat. The bat can be interpreted in TV ways. A baseball bat or a cricket bat used for sport, a flying, nocturnal animal. Without context, it isn't clear whether the speaker is referring to the first or second of these meanings. This can cause lexical ambiguity. Types of lexical ambiguity. The first, homonymy. Homonymy refers to the situation where two or more words have the same form, spelling, and pronunciation but different meanings. Example of homonyms. Bank can refer to a financial institution or the site of a river. Bat can refer to a sport, equipment, or mammal. The second, polysemy. Polysemy refers to a phenomenon where a single word has multiple related meanings. Example of polysemous word. Light can refer to illumination, not heavy or a low color version of a product. Head can refer head of a body, head of a company, head of a table, head of a cabbage. The third, metonymy. Metonymy is a figure of speech where a word or phrase is used to refer to something closely associated with it, but not directly part of its semantic field. Example of metonymic expression. The White House, referring to the U.S. government. The Crown, referring to the monarchy. Homonyms belong to different lexical categories and therefore do not give rise to ambiguity. For instance, seen is a form of the verb see while seen is an unrelated noun. Fit is a plural noun with concrete reference. Fit is a singular noun. Next, the seventh topic, sentence meaning. Sentence meaning refers to the meaning conveyed by a complete grammatical sentence. It includes both the literal meaning or the surface meaning and the implied meaning or the intended meaning of a sentence. Understanding sentence meaning involves analyzing the meaning of individual words as well as the relationship between them. The cat is on the mat. In the sentence, we have a subject, the cat, a verb, is, and a propositional phrase on the mat. The meaning conveyed is that there is a specific cat positioned on a specific mat. The words cat, mat, and the proposition on contribute to the overall meaning. Sentence meaning. An obvious point about sentence meaning is that at least if the sentence is a statement, if you know the meaning of the sentence, you know what conditions are necessary in the world for that sentence to be true. Albert Thompson opened the first flour mill in Waterton. There must exist or at some time a person named Albert Thompson and a place called Waterton prepositions that Albert Thompson opened a flour mill and that there was no flour mill in Waterton before Albert Thompson opened his mill or entailments. You know that if this sentence is true, the sentence Albert Thompson did not open the first flour mill in Waterton is false or a contradiction. Components of sentence meaning. Words. The meaning of individual words contribute to the overall meaning of a sentence.
The cat is on the mat. The cat is under the mat. Syntax. The grammatical structure and word order in a sentence influence its meaning. He is going to the school. Is he going to the school? Truth. Conditional semantic is based on the notion that the core meaning of any sentence or any statement is its truth condition.
The first topic is the study of meaning. Definition. The study of meaning or semantic is the branch of linguistics that studies the meaning of words, phrases, sentences, and text in the context of language. There are several types of semantics, including lexical semantics, or studying the meaning of words, compositional semantics, or studying how meaning is formed from smaller parts, and pragmatic semantics, or studying how context affect meaning. The next is type and example. An example of lexical semantic is to study the meaning of the word book as an object that usually contains writing and take as the act of taking something by hand. Compositional semantics involves understanding the meaning of combined words, such as read book, which has the combined meaning of book and read. Pragmatic semantics considers how the context and purpose of speech affect meaning, such as the use of language that differs between formal and informal situations. The next is function. The function of the study of meaning is to help us understand how language is used in communication, improve cross-cultural understanding, and support the development of language technologies such as automatic translators and sentiment analysis. The study of meaning or semantic has various functions that are particularly relevant in everyday life. It is 1. Effective communication. Understanding the meaning of words, phrases, and sentences help us in communicating more effectively. 2. Translators and translation. Semantics plays an important role in translators and translation between language. 3. Development of communication tools. The study of meaning became the basis for the development of communication tools such as dictionaries, language proficiency tests, and automatic translation systems. 4. Sentiment analysis. In today's digital age, semantic is key in online sentiment analysis. 4. Development of artificial intelligence. Semantics also plays a role in the development of artificial intelligence, especially in. The last topic is conclusion. In conclusion, the study of meaning is an important field in linguistics that studies the meaning of language in a variety of contexts and has wide application in various aspects of human life. Semantics is not only an academic subject but also has significant practical implication in everyday life, intercultural communication, and the development of language technology. The second topic is language in use. Definition. Language in use in semantics refers to how language is employed in everyday communication context. It encompasses the varied use of language depending on the situation, cultural context, and communication purposes. The next is types of language in use included 1. Formal language used in official situations such as speech or scholarly writing. 2. Informal language used in casual situation or among friends. 3. Specialist language used in specific fields such as medical or legal language. 4. Nonverbal language includes body language and facial expression that can add additional meaning to communication. The next is example and function. Example of language in use include the use of different words in different contexts. For instance, the word cold can refer to low cycle temperature or can be used metaphorically to describe someone's demeanor. The function of language in use is to facilitate effective communication and to convey appropriate meanings according to its context. It enables us to understand and react to situation accurately. The last this topic is conclusion. The conclusion about language in use in semantic is that this concept makes clear the importance of understanding how language is used in the context of everyday communication. By understanding the different types and use of language depending on the situation and cultural context, individuals can communicate more effectively and understand the meaning conveyed better. Therefore, an understanding of language in use helps in improving our communication skills and understanding of the complexities of language in everyday life.
Okay, the next topic is the dimension of meaning. The dimension of meaning is a concept that delves into a various layers of significance and interpretation that can be attributed to words, symbols, action, or experience. It explores how individuals assign value, purpose, and understanding to different aspects of life and communication. In linguistics, the dimension of meaning refers to the semantic content carried by language and how words convey ideas, emotions, and intentions. Understanding the dimension of meaning involves recognizing that communication is not merely a transfer of information but also a complex process influenced by context, culture, and individual perspective. It acknowledges that words and symbols can hold multiple interpretations and connotations, leading to varied understandings among different people. Exploring the dimension of meaning can lead to a deeper understanding of communication, language, and human interactions, highlighting the richness and complexity of how we convey and interpret message in our daily lives. The next topic is semantic roles. Semantic roles, also known as data roles or thematic roles, are the relationship that exists between the verb and its argument in a sentence. These roles help in understanding the specific functions that nouns and pronouns play in relation to the action expressed by the verb. Some common semantic roles include the first, agent, the entity that performs the action denoted by the verb. The second is patient, the entity that undergoes the action or is affected by it. The third is theme, the entity that undergoes a change of state or location. The fourth is experiencer, the entity that perceives or experiences something. The fifth is instrument, the means or tool used to carry out the action. And the sixth is location, the place where the action occurs. The seventh is source, the origin of the action or movement. And the last one is goal, the destination of the action or movement. Understanding semantic roles help in identifying the participants in a sentence and clarifying their relationships to the action. By assigning these roles, we can unravel the meaning of sentences more effectively. In summary, the dimension of meaning encompasses the layers of significance in language, while semantic roles elucidate the relationship between the verb and its arguments, shedding light of how different elements contribute to the overall meaning of a sentence.
The fifth topic is lexical relation. Definition. Lexical relation refers to the connection between the meanings of words. They are categorized into various types, including synonymy, antonymy, hyponymy, polysemy, and homonymy. Synonymy involves words with closely related meanings that can often be substituted for each other in sentences. Antonymy is the relationship between words with opposite meanings. Hyponymy is a hierarchical relationship where the meaning of one word is included in the meaning of another, often described as is a kind of or a type of. Polysemy refers to words with multiple meanings that are related by extension. Homonymy is when words have the same form but different meanings, and homophones are words that have the same pronunciation but different meanings. In linguistics is a field of linguistics that studies the relationship between words in language. Notable experts in this field include George Miller, Charles Fillmore, and Noam Chomsky. They have made important contributions to understanding how words are related to each other in language.
Types of lexical relation. In semantics, lexical relation refer to the ways in which words are related to each other in meaning. These relations help us understand how words are connected in language. Some common lexical relations include: the first is synonymy, is words that have similar meanings like big and large. Another example is beautiful, a synonym for attractive; happy, synonym for joyful; true, synonym for correct; and false, synonym for wrong. The second is antonymy, is words that have opposite meanings like hot and cold. Example: black, antonymy for white; short, antonymy for tall; and big, antonymy for small. The third is hyponymy or hypernymy. Hyponymy are more specific words within a category, while hypernymy are more general. For example, rose is a hyponymy of flower, and flower is hypernym of rose. Another example is male to man, tree to apple, and sport to tennis. The fourth is meronymy or holonymy. Meronymy are parts of a whole, while holonymy are the whole itself. For instance, hill is a meronymy of car, and car is a holonymy of hill. Example is referring to the American technology industry as Silicon Valley. The fifth is polysemy. When a single word has multiple related meanings, like bank, meaning both a financial institution and the side of a river. Example is fair, beautiful, market; fix, to attach or repair; grain, to a bird construction equipment. And the last line, light, is a non-heavy object, what the sun gives off. The sixth is homonymy, is words that are spelled or pronounced the same but have different meanings, like bath or flying mammal and bath or sports equipment. An example of homonymy is the word bat, which can mean both the flying animal, the sport equipment used in baseball.
And the next is function of lexical relation. The function of lexical relation is to study the relationship between the meaning of words in a language. This relationship can include: the first is synonym, word with similar meanings; the second is antonym, word with opposite; the third is hyponym, a specific word that is part of a more general category; and the fourth is polysemy, a word with multi-type meanings; and the fifth is homonym, word with the same spelling but different meanings. And lexical relations are important for understanding the organization and meaning of a language, and they can be used in various fields such as linguistics, literature, and computer science. Lexical relations are essential in understanding the meaning of words and how they relate to each other, which is crucial in natural language comprehension and production.